Today, I would like to talk about how I created an entire ebook, the branding associated with it, the checklists, everything using Canva and ChatGPT. Yes, you would be surprised to see the result, and the key result is in front of you on the screen that showcases the ebook, the title, the logo, the branding, everything, every single element that you see in this design on this web page has been designed, has been developed using Canva. Don't believe me? Let me show you the behind the scene video of how I created everything, what prompts did I use on ChatGPT, and what my idea was around creating this ebook, and how I eventually completed this project, created the checklists, and everything about this ebook, how I created it. So I'll take you to my ChatGPT screen where you would see. Okay, so this is. So I had first asked ChatGPT about the recruitment industry, about the problems that a recruitment industry faces, and what kind of support or what kind of marketing materials could I prepare for recruitment agencies. And that is when I came to a conclusion that I should be creating a lead magnet. And which is why, if you see, I gave this prompt that says a lead magnet that gives steps on the current mistakes the companies are making and how they can quickly fix it. So the response was for a lead magnet that addresses current mistakes in global talent acquisition and offers quick solutions. A focused practical guide would be highly effective. Here is the outline of such a lead magnet. So this was the first suggestion, that the title of this lead magnet could be this, and the format would be an interactive PDF guide or an ebook with this structure, with this content structure. So to which I was not happy with the response that I got, and then I again stopped ChatGPT from giving the response, and I said that I think the biggest problem is not finding the right talent at the right time. I would prefer having a lead magnet around the same. So I think the biggest problem is not finding the right talent at the right time. So ChatGPT understood it, and if the core issue for tech startups is finding the right talent at the right time, a lead magnet that addresses this specific challenge would be highly, highly valuable. So that was the ChatGPT's suggestion, and which is how it came to this lead magnet that says the fast track guide to finding the right talent right now. Now that was an amazing title which we have extensively used on the website as well. The fast track guide to finding the right talent right now. That's the title that we used for the ebook. Next was the content structure that we got. The format was comprehensive ebook or interactive webinar series, and with the structure, the introduction, the section 1. I also asked for actionables. That is very important. So my keywords, my prompts always added that there should be a content and then there should be an actionable thing, like the checklists and the templates for easy implementation of whatever I am training. So that was how ChatGPT suggested, with different sections and the contents and the actionables. Section 6, Section 7, conclusion, and then the bonus materials. It also suggested me with the delivery options, it being an ebook, interactive webinar series. Now, I started with creating an ebook, and maybe eventually we will plan, if the client wants, we would plan of an interactive webinar series as well. Now, when I have the outline of all the sections, my next question is, or my next prompt is, create a detailed script of each of the above sections. Now, I think this was a wrong prompt that I gave, because at once asking ChatGPT to give a detailed script of all the above 8 sections is not the right prompt to give. You should go one step at a time, and which is why I think I did not get. I just got a small paragraph of each section, which does not solve my purpose of putting that thing into the ebook. So I believe I must have added a new prompt saying not the script, rather a complete sample content for all the sections. Again, not the right prompt to give, because at a time giving the content for all the 8 sections or 9 sections is not the right thing to ask for. See, again, they started with section 1, content sample, content 2, content sample. So it was not the right prompt again. These were the mistakes that I was doing with the prompts. Now, okay, let's not do all for all the sections at once. If it's a substantial task, let's start with section 1, that is identify your talents needs quickly. So now this time I asked ChatGPT to give me only the script for chapter 1. Now here is a detailed content sample for section 1 of the lead magnet, identifying your talents needs quickly. It started with assessing your current business goal, identifying skill gaps, creating role profiles, and so on. And it also suggested the templates and the tools that I should be adding, and then a conclusion. So this was good to be used in the ebook. If awesome, I got the right font, I'm at the right place. Now I only need to keep asking, do the same for section 2, and then do the same for section 3, and 4, and 5, and so on. So I then kept repeating the same prompt that is now clear to ChatGPT. It has understood, and it is now giving me good answers, relevant responses in a way that how I want it to be. Action plan, templates, conclusion, section 4. So I now simply get all the sections in front of me. Now with some tweaks, section 5, section 6, section 7, and the last one being the conclusion comes in, and then the bonus material, the content checklist, worksheets, guides, and so on. Now I realized that okay, I got section 1 to 8, I got the conclusion, I got everything, but I had not created an introduction. So going back to it, introduction, the talent timing challenge. Now I created a welcome statement, an introduction paragraph, text completely. Okay, now again I was not happy with what the content came for introduction. So I say it again that I see all of the above as an outline only. Give me a sample content to be used in the ebook directly. Again starting from introduction. The talent timing challenge. So I get the talent timing challenge, setting expectations, conclusion, and so on. Okay. Cool. Once I was done with creating all the content for all the sections, what I did next was something that you will find interesting. Yes, here I am at the right place. Okay, section 7. Now, starting with the templates, the checklists. ChatGPT has given in the first section, to include a skill gap analysis matrix template. What is that? How to build a template? What the matrix element should be? So I asked ChatGPT a format for skill gap matrix analysis matrix template, and this is what ChatGPT gave me. Part 1 to have this, part 2 have this, 3 to have this, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Now I asked ChatGPT to put this in a matrix format, and here it is. So now ChatGPT gave this to me in a tabular format with the business objective, the skill category, the required skill, proficiency level needed, team member. So this becomes my checklist. Got the idea? So that was, you see, part 1 and part 2, and this is part 3, the action plan. So this is identifying the skill gap, and this is the action plan. And the part 4 is monitoring and review. So I got all of it. Next was a job description template in line with inputs from the book from Geoff and Randy. So that is a book called Who, and I love that book, and that is why I used the reference of this book. Now it's created a job description template. Again, I asked ChatGPT to convert this template, I think. Okay, now there's a recruitment timeline planner. Now I asked ChatGPT to create a table or a way to visually present the planner in a better way. So here I get this in a tabular way, and it is presented in a much more easily to comprehend and read way. Notes. Now we have another checklist. Now see this. Now this is a job listing checklist, again inspired by one of the best books and coaches. I have used these. You would see that the prompt that I'm using had referred to one of the books, and in the last one. Now I am referring to some of the best coaches and books. If you have the names of specific people or specific books to be referred to, that's an awesome strategy to give ChatGPT a prompt on. So I got a job listing checklist. See, I just said inspired by one of the best coaches and books. They themselves took Who, the A Method of Hiring by Geoff Smart and Randy Sweet, who would emphasize clarity, accuracy, and attractiveness. Job listing checklist is here. Now I would want this checklist to be presented in a table format. Here is the job listing checklist in a table format. Now when I have almost everything done for me, employer branding guide, again a guide here, which I converted it into a table format for easy to understand, and so on. So I kept doing this for all the checklist, all the sections, all the chapters, and the final output was something that you would be amazed with. Let's see for ourselves. This is the final output that we have in the form of a book. Okay, I opened the wrong ebook. So this was another ebook that I again created using ChatGPT, which was the fast track guide to land on your dream job. That has, you will see the table of content has understanding your career goals, crafting the perfect resume, optimizing your LinkedIn profile, networking for success, mastering job interviews, and negotiating your job offer. Then it continues to continued professional development, mastering work-life balance, and case studies to inspire. This was again completely built on ChatGPT. Okay, when it comes to the checklists, if I have to see, look for this. If you see this, these are all the checklists that we had created. Digital onboarding checklist, recruitment data analytics framework, talent pipeline development checklist, recruitment process checklist. Now, one thing that you would notice is that we have been very consistent with the usage of the font, with the usage of the colors, and they are all aligned to this. Why did we do this, and how did we do this? So when we had the book ready, we now thought of that we must be having a brand name, a brand logo, some brand colors, and then the book cover images. That would make the book look like a book created by a renowned author or somebody. So for that, we started with the logo first. So to do the logo, if I search for Nishamo logo, okay, that's the book that we were looking for. Finding the right talent right now. This is a 34-page ebook from table of content, the introduction that we saw, to section 1, identifying your talent needs quickly, conclusion, then the resources being the skill gap matrix, job description template, recruitment timeline planner. Similarly for section 2, conclusions, templates, section 3, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, 5, 6, action plan, conclusion, and then the templates again. So that is how beautifully, and no part of this content, you might have to read the content a lot of times to understand that, okay, if ChatGPT is giving the right thing or not, because you cannot just be blindly copy pasting things. But yes, it does 80% of the job. 20% is cleaning it up and refining it, that you can always be doing it, and you should be doing it actually. So yeah, now let's come to the idea of how did we create this logo. So we were looking for a way in which we can easily create the logo, keep it simple, clean, yet very personal. So to give a logo a personal touch, the most common way is to have the name in the logo and to have something like a signature. Getting my point? When you have a signature kind of a thing in the logo, it makes it look personal, and which is why you will see that this N uses a font that has that signature style. We went through certain iterations, but this didn't take me more than 10 minutes to come to a final piece. So I created N, made the font 314, and then I used a clean font, Josephine Sans, to write the name, and that happened to be our logo in this case. Then I wanted a feminine color that looks different, that looks unique, but also looks feminine, and which is why we ended up using these colors, and two dark colors, that being a black and a dark blue color. So all of this made our branding. So we had the logo, we had the font, we had the colors that we wanted to use, and then we had to create the ebook cover image. Now, how did we create the ebook cover image? I'll not take a lot of time here. Mm, ebook cover. You'll get a lot of ebook cover templates over here. Just check this out. Like this is one. I would, let's say the name of my ebook here is the fast track guide to finding the right talent right now. What I would do is use a similar format. Okay, and bring it at the top, and by Nisha Moore here at the bottom. Okay, finding the right talent right now. I will bring it a little to the top. I think the logo size can be made a bit shorter so that it looks cleaner. Yeah, this looks okay. Just a quick version of how we can quickly design a cover image. Again, this one would now to apply our branding, what we would do is we'll use the brand kit feature that Canva has for Nisha Moore. I will go to select Nisha Moore as the brand kit, and yeah, I will now want to. So here we have it in the colors in the something similar to this. I would want to change the font, heading font, sorry, the Nisha Moore's font, the Nisha Moore's font, and the Nisha Moore's font. Okay. Here we have this. I'm just doing it really quick. We have a lot of ways how we can, make it look better, make it look good. Yeah, for now, this is what we will have. I will add the logo, make it bigger. I'll delete this. I can leave the name here, and so on. So we can make more modifications. But yeah, that is how we ultimately came to something like this. So that was the ebook template. That was how we did the logo, and it's pretty simple now. Download it as a PDF, download it as a PDF, as a print quality, download it as a, what I can also quickly do is resize the entire thing as a presentation. Let's try it. I haven't done it yet, but I'm excited about doing it. Okay, so once I selected all pages, continue, I would now copy and resize this. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's asking me to open the presentation. Okay, so here this is in the presentation format, and it has done a decent job. If I were to present this, it looks good. It does not look bad at all. See, if I have to present it, let's see how it looks. Not the very best, but yeah, that's our job. So that was how I created this complete ebook using ChatGPT, and actually we ended up creating a lot of checklists as well. You would see the number of checklists that we created here. So these are the list of checklists: skill gap metrics, job description template, sample job description, recruitment timeline planner, job listing check, and so many other checklists that we created. I'm sure you would love to create an ebook for yourself, be the author of it, promote it, market it, and you never know when you can become one of the best-selling authors, leveraging the power of Canva and ChatGPT without needing a publisher, without needing a copywriter, without needing an editor. Just a couple of hours, just some ideas in your mind to brainstorm with, and you have everything in front of you. I hope this was interesting. This was a fun thing to do, and I would love to see what ebooks you create for yourself in the comments below or in the messages. Do let me know if you like the session, if you are going to create an ebook for yourself, and if yes, do share with me the link. I would really love to read your ebooks, read your ideas, and give my feedbacks if any. Thanks a lot. Until then, have a great and a wonderful day. Bye bye.